This is the Riverhawk SportsNest, talking all things NSU athletics. I'm Sean Solo.
And I am Captain Morgan. Riverhawk SportsNest is presented by the NSU Foundation and sponsored in part by DJ Sean Solo Entertainment, with our hosting sponsor, Emery's Grill. The Riverhawk SportsNest is a Rogue Radio Network production.
You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at rh.sportsnest and click the link in the bio to catch every episode on your favorite streaming platforms and on YouTube.
Go Riverhawks!
The Riverhawk SportsNest is proud to be presented by the NSU Foundation.
For more than 50 years, the NSU Foundation has supported Northeastern State University students by awarding millions of dollars in privately funded scholarships, helping thousands of Riverhawks obtain their academic goals.
If you're interested in starting a scholarship, you can contact them at foundation@nsuok.edu. And if you're an NSU student ready to apply, visit scholarships.nsuok.edu. Okay, we got that. Good evening, Riverhawk Nation. Guess what? It is Peggy's Perch here on the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast. I am Sean Solo.
And I am Captain Morgan.
And of course, we have Miss Peggy Glenn with us.
Thank you.
We kind of missed you last week, but it's okay. We won't hold it against you. You're allowed a night off.
Yeah, I was going through scholarship applications, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was kind of had a question for you last week, but I'm kind of glad that you told me that. It's like that's what you were going through.
Yeah.
How many has your traffic increased since being on the SportsNest, or can you tell that?
I can't tell specifically. We did get a lot more that came towards the end than it seems like we usually do. So
okay.
Maybe.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that as a win.
Yeah, we should have a little survey. How did you hear about us?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we might put that on the website for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get bumped up to the top of the list if you mentioned you heard us on the SportsNest.
Well, two extra points.
Yeah, 2 extra points. Yeah, there you go. And every little bit helps.
That's right.
Well, I'll lead off with the question I had. I was just in conversation with someone this week that said they were thinking about coming back for their master's.
Yeah.
And they were talking about maybe an art of some sort. I don't recall the exact details, but I told him to get on the scholarship website. And he said, well, what do they have for people with masters? And I said, when I talked to Peggy last week, she just said, apply. Because there's money left on the table, so just apply and see if you have some. So can you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, so a lot of folks that are going for their masters have already used up all their financial aid eligibility when they get their bachelor's. And so there aren't a lot of graduate scholarships out there. There's not a lot of graduate financial aid. But since I've been here now 15 years this week, we have really expanded the amount of and number of graduate scholarships that we are able to offer. And you do want qualified people getting their masters in the various things that we offer. And that's separate and apart from optometry. They're kind of their own beast as far as scholarships go.
You mentioned that before, yeah.
So this is just master's programs.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, absolutely. Apply for admission to NSU and then apply for those scholarships.
Okay. So what's, you mentioned that you've been going through all the scholarships and stuff like that. What have been a couple things that you want to tell everybody of the, not to do things or missing things?
So when you're filling out the application, the first thing you do is you type your name. and so we have first name and then last name. And they would put their first and last name in one blank. It's like, okay, we're already off to a bad start. Or they wouldn't capitalize their name or the name of their school or, things that you would usually capitalize. And I know it sounds so old school, but the people reviewing those applications are old school.
Right.
And misspellings.
Attention to detail, huh?
Yeah, totally. I mean,
or lack thereof, I should say.
Or lack thereof. Because in the end, if you're wanting to give a pretty hefty scholarship, it's the President's Leadership Class's scholarship is over $11,000 a year for 4 years. And if you're giving someone that kind of money, I mean, you expect them to, dot their I's, cross their T's.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
don't worry about that. Oh, they can rate it. It's on there. And
I would say a lot of it comes from being on the phone, people doing it on the
phones.
phone.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
And it doesn't quite,
People have gotten, I almost call them out, but they've been lazy when it comes to grammar and punctuation and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because you're speaking to a friend or texting with a friend.
Right.
And punctuation's not a big deal. You have these posts that are just run on sentences.
Right.
Like, okay, where does the period go? Because it might make a difference. But I was actually pleased. Most of the punctuation was good.
Okay, good.
For the most part, spelling was good, but it was just little stuff. Where if we ask you what the impact that you had in this particular organization was, don't just talk about the things everybody is going to talk about, which is, blood drives and canned food drives.
Sure.
How did you personally make an impact in your community or in this organization? Not just what you were a part of.
Right. Something to make yourself stand out, obviously.
Exactly.
Because that's a whole, it's almost,
yes.
it's like a sales job, I would say, like you're selling yourself.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So.
And just like a sales job, I mean, you have to know what you're applying for and understand what it is that's expected of you. Mm-hmm. And also understand that the other people across the state or beyond who are applying are going to all have National Honor Society. They're going to all have, principal's list or superintendent's list. So, show us those things like sports captain or, drum major, things where you were truly a leader and not just another cog in the wheel.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I think one good example that maybe when you were speaking earlier about the blood drive, it would be, not that I was part of a blood drive, but I brought X amount of people to this blood drive.
Exactly.
So it's like what the difference was that the applicant made in that particular
and maybe it was the best ever turnout. Mm-hmm. Be sure and put that.
Right.
Yeah.
Or how many pints of blood that you were able to.
That's right. Yeah. These many lives saved.
Right.
Because of this blood drive.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it really is in how you couch it. It could just be, organize a blood drive or organize a blood drive that ended up and possibly could save.
With results.
Right.
20 people.
Sure. They keep those kind of stats, obviously, of how much they need and what,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Peggy, go ahead and remind those people that website again, because we always got to put that out there.
Absolutely. It's www. Oh, actually, let me back up. So it's going to be a secure connection, but if you just type in www.nsuk.edu/scholarships with an S at the end, that'll get you to the secure site, and then you can go from there to apply. Just pick out whether you're an incoming freshman, a continuing student, or a grad student, and that'll get you to the right form.
Again, you can find that website right here. It's going to be on the screen for you. Well, Peggy, thank you so much.
Yeah, always a
My
pleasure.
pleasure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Your excuse will give you an excused absence for last week because you were doing good work for the school. So
I was there till midnight.
Oh my gosh!
Those, but I go through them with a fine-tooth comb.
No, it's
I read every letter of recommendation, and that's another tip. Make sure that people know what people are going to say about you in the letter of recommendation.
Yeah.
And don't use your mom or your dad.
When I applied for optometry, now I had my doctors and stuff down in Dallas, and so they obviously wrote one for me, but two of them didn't give me what they wrote, but one of them did, and it's like, well, that makes you feel kind of proud to actually hear their perspective from it, from a professional standpoint, not just, hey, you did a great job on that refraction, you really dialed it in, but to hear something professional from it. So yeah.
Right. Especially if it's a superlative, meaning, this is one of the best students I've ever had, or the most conscientious, or best attention to detail, or the, kindest, whatever.
Yeah.
Those things we pick up on because again, we are reading hundreds of these, and so it's those things that you can pick out that are like, yes, this is a really great student that I want to meet and I want to have on campus.
Right. Awesome. All right, Captain. Peggy, again, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Give us an update next week and see how those numbers are coming in.
Yeah, so we're going to actually do interviews for President's Leadership class next Monday and Tuesday.
Oh.
So we'll select the folks Tuesday evening, and then we'll be notifying them in the days after that.
Okay,
So,
Captain, mark that down. So
I will real quick. Next week we won't be here because
yeah, that's right.
He's going to be out of town at a DJ he's gonna
conference
be
in Las Vegas.
Oh,
Yes,
fun.
it's my first ever expo trade show I've ever been to. So
Oh, that'll be a
And they're going to remodel Emory's some stuff in here, so they're shutting down for a few days. So
Gotcha.
So it
it's
all
good
kinda
timing.
works out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you'll still need to give us an update
Oh, yes.
Yes.
for that following week.
Yes,
So we'll have to
absolutely.
revisit all this stuff.
Yeah,
But
I'll
yes.
let you know what not to do in an interview.
That sounds good.
You got to come up. You know the names can be changed to
That's
protect
right, to
protect
protect
the
it.
innocent, but you got to give us some stories or something.
I count the number of times I get someone to cry, but it's not intentional.
Should we set an over under on how many how many
record's-
criers we get, how many ums and yows and ums?
Yeah, that
That would be funny. But all right.
Yeah, it is a fascinating process.
I bet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again, Peggy, so much. We will see you here in a couple weeks.
All right. Looking
Good
forward
job.
to it.
We'll see you next time on Peggy's Perch. We are out.
Solo, where we at tonight?
Come on, Captain. You know where we're at. We're posted up at Emery's Grill at 409 North Muskogee Avenue in downtown Tahlequah, the hosting sponsor of the Riverhawk Sports Nest.
Well, you know Emery's Grill is the captain's favorite, but what's that wheel on the table all about?
Oh, yeah. That's the Wheel of Specials. We spin it at the start of the show, and wherever it lands, the whole place wins.
Riverhawks talk, great food, and surprise specials?
Come for the specials, stay for the sports. Thank you, Emery's. All right. We got red lights. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Riverhawk Sports Nest podcast, and this is episode 606. I'm Sean Solo.
And I am Captain Morgan.
The Sports Nest is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, the NSU Foundation. We'd like to thank our hosting sponsor, Emery's Grill, where we record our show live at 6 p.m. every Wednesday during the spring semester here in downtown Tahlequah. We'd like to encourage everyone to hang out, watch the show in person, and meet the players and coaches.
And the mission of this show is simple. It's to put NSU student athletes on the radar. We bring the programs, coaches, players, alumni, and the entire Riverhawk athletic community to get together. It's your home port for everything Riverhawks athletics.
And of course, you can catch the episodes on your favorite streaming platform and watch the episodes on the Rogue Radio Network YouTube channel. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at rh.sportsnest and click the link in the bio. So be sure to follow, like, share, and subscribe.
On Peggy's Perch, we highlight the work of the NSU Foundation, which has been supporting Riverhawks for more than 50 years and awarding millions of dollars in privately funded scholarships to thousands of NSU students. If you're interested in starting a scholarship, you can reach out to the foundation at scholarships.nsuok.edu. And if you're an NSU student looking to apply, visit scholarships.nsuok.edu and apply. So the upcoming schedule is next week we're going to be off because our very own DJ Son Solo is going to Vegas for a DJ convention.
My first ever DJ Expo trade show. Vegas is one of my favorite cities, and so Mandy's like, really? I'm like, it is a business trip. I'm actually going there to learn some new stuff as far as the business side of the DJ world.
As well, the Emery's Grill is getting an update inside, so they're going to be closed down for a few days. So we'll return the week after with the NSU Spirit Squad will be represented, and we've got details to come who will be on that show.
And also, we do, Emery's gives us a little discount during our show, so we spun the wheel earlier, so everybody gets a 10% off food during our show. So we've already told Hayden and them that you get a discount when you order food and come see us. So there you go. Now, on to our guests.
Yes, absolutely. Very important. So we've got a three-time, I think this is a three-time coming back, and then a returner, and then a new person as far as the players. So And then we've got Coach Cassidy Bowen,
Yes.
first year here, doing a great job, making a big change.
Third time on the show.
Yep, her third time as well. So, and then we've got Korynn Tindel on returning. Happy to see her. And then second time returner, Ashlynn Turner.
Ashlynn Turner.
Turner. And newbie, Emily Carpenter.
Welcome.
So glad y'all are here. I'd like to kind of start out with you, Coach. You're making this local season debut tomorrow at the Cherokee Nation Division II Festival. It's hosted by the City of Tahlequah at the Anthus Brennan Family Sports Complex. So that's pretty important. But
and then this is how the kind of lineup for the Riverhawks shake out. On Thursday, we're playing East Central at 12 noon. Friday at 1:30 versus Arkansas Monticello. Friday at 4, Oklahoma Baptist. Saturday at 11, Harding. And Saturday at 4, Southeastern Oklahoma. But heading into this weekend, NSU holds a 6-2 record.
woohoo!
Unbelievable, including 3 wins over teams ranked or receiving votes in the NFCA Top 25 poll. Impressive. So, we do the coaches show for Coach Ferg and Coach Havens and Coach Sheb during the fall. Coach Kyle was on last time after their season started, so we let him have the floor as a little coaches show kind of thing. So we're going to do the same thing for you, because this is the buzz around town is insane about your start. Like, we've been waiting for this and seeing all the hard work and all that kind of stuff going on. So tell us about, these first few wins and. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I've got to add. I can't say much of whatever Rashawn is saying. I mean, I've had people talking to me about what's going on this year. So great start. So I want you to talk about that as well, but also talk about your field upgrades.
Right.
So give us a little lowdown on what you've got going on so far this year in your short amount of time here, Coach.
We've had a hot start. We're super excited that we took the girls to 2 really tough weekends of competition, and man, they were really able to showcase like the work that they've been putting in since the fall. I know that they thought their coaching staff was off the deep end as they were going through it, and we saw the look in their eyes after our first game, like, okay, like we're bought in now. We buy in now. So that was super exciting just to see them get to go like showcase, because they've been through a grind since the fall. So we're really excited to put them out on a field locally and let the community come see what the program is all about this year. As far as the field upgrades, like, wow.
I know I told you, like, before we started, I've been going, every time I come here, I go down that way right by the ball field, and on the weekends. It is an amazing transformation. And I believe you brought all the dirt from eastern Oklahoma and dumped it on the field today.
There were 3.
Sean said 3 giant rigs full of dirt.
Yeah. It really needed to be like blown up with dynamite and just start over. And that's essentially what we've done. The dugouts were knocked down, leveled, have been moved down. So formerly, if you were sitting in the stands, you couldn't even see left field. So now the dugouts have been moved down to where the girls' locker room will end up walking right into the dugout from the locker room, which is super convenient, and in most like high-class facilities, that's how it is. So our girls are going to be, spoiled in that aspect. Like, they can run into the locker room for whatever they need right from there. And man, the backstop was upgraded to a 4-pole suspension system. So when you walk into the field, it's like you're essentially on the field from the viewing standpoint. So it's really cool. Really cool upgrade for them.
So what have you done? I'm sorry. What have you done on the have they done anything on the outfield? The fence.
The outfield fence. NCAA regulations are going to require us for that to have some updates done to it in 2027. So we have not touched that yet. The exterior fence of the facility itself was upgraded from like a chain link to a black wrought iron.
Yeah.
That kind of matches what soccer had done on the other side. So the outfield fence will be addressed like in another year.
Okay.
But you've got a warning track on there. I saw that as well.
That was actually one of the first things that we did this summer, was cut in a warning track and put that in. Because if you remember, the grass in the infield was like patchy, and we ripped all that out and put the warning track in like within the first week that we were here this summer.
Does the outfield fence now go to the ground all the way? Because I remember last year there'd be.
It has been tightened. That
Okay, I
was
was
like
gonna say.
the one thing that we did do to it was have it like repaired, like
Okay,
Band-Aid
yeah.
over a bullet hole kind of thing.
Sure.
But
Okay.
yeah, it.
I remember a couple
balls
times
shouldn't
it's just
get
like,
through it now.
well, there's a ground rule
Yeah.
double there, so yeah.
Yeah, we shouldn't see that.
Okay.
Sean, let's move on to the players.
All right, so we got to ask you the blanket. So Coach has already talked about it. What has it been like for you guys with this huge starts from your standpoint, with all the hard work in the fall and now to see it on the field? How's it been for you guys?
And a couple of you saw a difference between last year and this year, and kind of expand on that if you can.
I'll start on the difference last year from this year. Last year, we kind of started hot. We had a 3-1 start, but just the culture that we carry this year and the standard that we have is completely different from last year. Like going into games, we've had a few games where we're down for the first part of the game, but there's never a doubt in my mind that we aren't going to come back and win. And that's just the difference between last year's culture and this year's culture. Is like that's the expectation, and like every day we strive to be the best that we can be as players and teammates and people, and that's just the biggest difference that I see. Yeah.
Well said.
How about you, Ashlynn?
So I would say it was really pleasing, to say the least. Like going down there the first game after, like, we had worked our butts off in the fall and we had done a lot of things that, like, talking to even just like different sports teams here, like they're like, y'all are crazy. And it's like, yeah, but we just want to change around, you know?
Yeah.
And it was really just gratifying, I guess you would say, to go down there. And like the first game, it was like, we were just passing the bat, and it was like we'd make an error, and it was like you had no idea. Nobody out there cared. Nobody batted an eye. Like it was like you looked to the person next to you and you knew they were going to make the play. Or like you got out and you knew whoever was on deck was going to get on. Like it was really good. And it's like our bond even together has changed throughout like all the fall, having to like go through things that we went through.
Right.
Showing and seeing that throughout the spring so far has been like really nice. So.
I would say that it was really refreshing. Just like, I mean, it's a long fall. It's a lot of hard work, but I mean, like she said, as soon as we played that first game, like that's the most comfortable I've ever felt on a softball field. Like, you know, you always have that one or two girls on your team that you're kind of just like a little iffy about, but everywhere I looked, I felt so comfortable. And if we did make an error or somebody was thrown out, whatever the case may be, like I knew that I was never scared that we were going to come back or make up for it in some way,
Right.
shape, or form. But it was very refreshing.
Well, that weekend you guys started, because that was down in Gulf Shores, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, we're all, Captain and Ori and myself, I mean, we're just like texting back and forth going, they did what? They started this way? And like, we're going, this is going to be awesome. Can't wait till we get here. So, yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Super excited.
It is. Emily, I want to ask you, since you were a recruit from Coach Bowen, correct?
Yes.
So tell me about how you got here, your relationship with Coach. And
Well, so after JUCO, I went to NEO in Miami, Oklahoma, and I was kind of on the fence about like going on to play, but I knew that I'd regret it if I didn't. And so one day in the summer, I was actually like still asleep, and Coach Rodney Bowen had called me, and he was like, "Hey girl, like what are you up to? Like why haven't you come up to see me?" And I was like, "Sorry, like I've been working a whole bunch. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for school." And he was like, "I mean, I'm trying to figure out if you still want to play softball." I was like, "Well, yeah, obviously, like you know that." And he's like, "Perfect. My daughter just got the job." And I was like, I just like kind of stopped in my tracks, and I was like, "Your daughter? Like, really?" And he's like, "Yeah, like she's gonna call you soon." And I was like, "Oh, okay, like whatever you say. I'm excited for it." And at that moment, I'd kind of taken a few weeks off just because like my sophomore year was a little rough towards the end, and I remember as soon as I heard she got the job, I was like, I better get to work. Like, I know this is going to be tough work, but it's going to be a grind, and it'll be good. And so, I mean, I didn't look at a whole bunch of schools, but like the second that I heard she got the job and she called me, I knew right then and there that this was going to be the place for me.
Like, where do I sign, right?
For
Pretty much.
context, Emily played high school for my dad.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
my dad was her high school coach.
Nice transition there.
Yes.
So I knew she could endure me.
The seed had been planted. Okay, fair enough. Well, what are you studying here at NSU now?
I am a criminal justice major.
Oh, interesting. I needed a Law and Order, like,
Dun, dun, dun. Well, let's move on down to you two girls there. So I know y'all have been here a couple of years. This year's schedule is a little bit different than what you've seen last year, because last year you didn't go to Gulf Shores, right?
This is Ashlyn's first year here.
Ashlynn is new.
I'm sorry. Oh, we just had you on earlier this year.
We had all the preseason, pre-game
I'm
stuff.
sorry. Second time on the show, yes. All right.
Yeah.
So, yes, there you go.
Hadn't-
My apologies. I guess I'll go with you, Korynn.
Korynn is a fact checker. She wants to make sure that you got it straight.
Hey, that's good.
Well, speaking of facts, let's just run it down here. 'Cause
Yeah,
I know
run
she's
it
going to
down
be
here.
humble about it, but
Yeah.
maybe not. I don't know. So let's just go through this. I know he had this down. So, one, you were named MIAA Offensive Player of the Week that was on February, what did we say?
The week before last.
That was for the first week.
The first week, yeah, right. Okay. Let's see. Led NSU offensively with a big performance, going 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs, a double, and a sacrifice fly to help the win versus Spring Hill. That was on February 1st. Clutch batting, multiple hits, 3 doubles with 4 RBIs in the season opener to spark, the offense. Started at third base and was a key run producer those early games. It's been your first multi-RBI game of the 26th season. Clutch doubles, setting the pace. My main question, we kind of the other day I said something to you about what's changed.
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
happened?
it's like with Coach Bowen and all the staff, like they have sparked this animal in you or something that we hadn't seen yet.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. What's been the
I think that just kind of goes off of like what I spoke about earlier and like the culture and the expectation. Like going to the box and like we've worked our butts off like this fall. We practice every morning. We've got to be there at 6 a.m. We're there like something that really truly helped me. I think is as soon as we got back for preseason this spring semester, like we started live ABs. Like there was no just front toss, getting it in, going through the motions. Like we've seen a lot of live pitching before season starting, and I feel like that's something that a lot of teams don't get to experience. They use preseason as that live pitching and just use preseason as going into conference. And we didn't use these first few tournaments as just like a warm up. Like we came prepared into our first tournament. We practice every day how we play, and so I just think that is what helped me. But also like just feeling comfortable. Last year, me, Messi, and Lauren were like the top offensive producers, and it was kind of on our shoulders most of the time. But like going in the box, knowing whoever's behind me or whoever's in front of me, like they're gonna produce too. And I feel like it just kind of takes a lot of pressure off your shoulders, and you just get to play loose, just get to play softball like a little kid again. So
actually be a ball player then?
Yeah.
Do we have time for another question before we go to break?
Yeah, we're good.
I was going to ask positionally for each one of you, kind of what you see different on the field that maybe somebody else doesn't see from the from the stands, going down each one of you, because you all have got 3 very separate positions. 2 of you kind of work together, but talk a little bit about that. So I'm going to start with you, Emily. Do you have something? Everybody kind of sees they kind of see your position from the backstop, but you see something different. So.
It kind of just depends. I started playing center and catcher both very late in my career.
Like this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in August.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been a shortstop my whole life, and
Oh, interesting.
but I told Coach whenever I first got here, I'm a utility. I'll play wherever you need me to, and I think I've played every single position on the field so far.
Uh-huh.
And
What's your favorite?
I don't know. I mean, I've been catching kind of good, so I'm liking catching.
Kind of like
Kinda
that.
liking that.
But I do really like center. I like being just like a prime position where you get to be a leader on the field. And I feel like if you have a quiet center fielder or shortstop catcher, like that's the first thing people notice. And so I like being able to have a presence on the field. And but I mean, obviously both positions that I play are like that. I mean, I can't really say much about catching. I mean, I kind of I do what I need to, but Nene's the real all-star for that. But I mean, yeah, I think the main thing about playing center is like you don't realize how big of a position it is until you're really out there. Like, I mean, I've always just grown up, I've just always known all my center fielders would go catch the ball wherever it was.
Right.
And now I realize like how important and like how hard it really is. But other than that.
Okay.
Good answer.
I feel like I have the same view that like most of y'all have being a catcher. I mean, we're all kind of sitting at the back seeing everybody. It's kind of nice, I guess. You get to see everybody moving in the same way. Our infield is incredibly athletic, just as much as our outfield, really. The first weekend, it was crazy to know, like, no matter which side of the field the ball was hit to, it was like everybody's moving in sync. We're all moving towards the ball. Like, their prep steps were all, like, it's just very athletic, very fast team, and it's just very nice to... You look out there and you know the ball's not going to make it through most positions, so it's very nice.
Well, it's good to hear, too.
Yeah.
Know what we've seen in the last couple of years. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, I played short last year and moved to third now, and I think I miss short. I feel like I'm a loud leader, and shortstops normally take that position. But I like third because I have less time to react to the ball coming at me, and I feel like that helps me as the type of player I am. I'm very like my head's spinning all the time, and I'm just ready to like get to the next thing. And if a ball's slowly rolling at me, I have like 5 seconds to think about it when I'm at short, but at third, like I just got to get my glove there, you know. And then pitching, I haven't pitched that much this year, and I'm not stepping back from it, but not pitching as much as I did last year. Truly makes me miss it because I love being in control, like you know, like setting the tone and setting the pace of the game. Like that's just like, I don't know, it just like makes me miss it, like feeling that fire while you're pitching, and just like I love pressure on me. My favorite at bats are whenever I have 2 strikes. Like I don't know, I don't know, I'm weird, but like I like.
You just love the pressure, that it's the thrill of it.
Yeah.
You react well. Like to react. Not think about it and react.
I'm
Just
not
react.
good at thinking about things. I just gotta go.
It's funny how you have athletes like that. You know, it's the less thinking, then it's just more natural.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was that way as a basketball player. If I got the ball and was going to sit there and think about shooting a 3, I'd miss it. But catch and shoot, not thinking about it, be fine.
Yeah.
So I get that for sure. Well, let's good time for a commercial break to get a word from our sponsors. This is the SportsNest podcast brought to you by the NSU Foundation. We'll be right back. What's up, party people? You don't just hear a great DJ, you feel it. Packed dance floors with hands in the air. That moment when the beat drops and the whole room loses it. That's DJ Shansel Entertainment. Weddings, parties, bars, events. I don't press play. I create the moment. From the first beat to the final drop, DJ Shansel Entertainment. May the beats be with you. All right, we are back for segment 2 here on the Riverhawk SportsNest podcast, presented by the NSU Foundation. I'm Sean Solo.
And I'm Captain Morgan.
Of course, we've got the softball team here with us, but now we get to do some fun stuff. So, with that being said, almost hit the wrong button.
Okay, before you hit the button, I got to remind everybody that we spin a wheel every time during the podcast. That we're here at Wednesday nights at the Emery's Grill from 6 to 7. Tonight was 10% off, so anybody that was here during that 6 to 7 gets 10% off. Got to plug that.
We got to plug that in.
Yes.
Because so we have the NSU Foundation. We were talking about this off air or offline, but Emery's we made them our hosting sponsor because they take care of us each week. So yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so here we go.
Bringing the hottest hits to make you move.
Oh, shit.
Hello, you rebel scum. We are coming to you live from the Mosazi Studios here on beautiful Tatooine. This is the DJ Sean Solo Mix. Thanks, Chewy. I am DJ Sean Solo, the people's DJ, for the people, by the people. So get ready. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's late. You make a run for the border. What are you ordering? Come on.
Ordering from what? The border?
You run for the border? Have you ever heard that term before? Taco Bell?
Chicken quesadilla.
Chicken quesadilla. Okay.
You know, I'm like, we're showing our age now, Sean.
Ooh. Don't they use? Never mind.
That's it. Taco Bell. Yes.
Quiet, Captain. Pipe down, sir. What are you getting?
A steak quesadilla.
Okay.
A $5 Lux box.
Personally, Solo gets the Mexican pizza. That's his favorite. All right, question 2. You need an energy drink for a boost. Which drink are you popping open? A Monster or Red Bull?
Red Bull. Red Bull.
Neither.
Ding, ding, ding. Right?
Ding, ding, yeah. The one we mentioned last week was Celsius, and apparently it has some performance-enhancing elements. So Coach Kyle was like going, I'm glad y'all didn't say it. I drink it, but you're not supposed to. All right. Question 3. Let's find your inner DJ. You've got the crowd hyped. They're yelling, one more song. What banger do you drop?
I have no idea.
Moving on.
Unfortunate Son.
What a God by SU Worship.
All right. There you go. That has been, oh yeah, you're going to come back to you. Come on now.
The Stroke.
There you go. There is the Sean Solo mix. Thank you, ladies, for participating. Back to you, Captain.
That was very good. That was very good. I enjoyed that. So, so I think that you 3 know about the walk the plank with Captain. So, but we're gonna go through it a little bit here. I think we've got it. I think I've got it toned in a little bit better than the last few times. So, so.
We can have an off week. It's
Yes,
okay.
yes.
We're human. We can't be perfect all the time.
All right, you mates. Now it's time for Walk the Plank with Captain Morgan, presented by Red Rum, Tahlequah's hometown barbershop. And you scallywags, welcome aboard the USS Riverhawks SportsNest, where the seas be rough and the questions be tougher. This here is a part of the show we call Walk the Plank. This is how it works. I'll be asking you a question to test your knowledge. If you get it right, you stay aboard with the crew and you're a shot as the honorary first mate. But if you get it wrong, oh no, matey, over the side you go. That means you'll be taking a dip in the deep blue and facing a sink or swim question to see if you can claw your way back aboard this fine ship. So steady yourself. You're ready to walk the plank, ladies.
They look scared.
They do look scared. The first question is about softball. So, what inning is typically, statistically, the highest scoring inning in college softball? Is it the first, third, fifth, or seventh? What inning is statistically the highest scoring inning in college softball? The first, third, fifth, or seventh?
The third.
The third. So most data tends toward the middle innings, the third and the fifth. So that was a twofer right there. So great job, you shipmates. You have now proven your knowledge and can stay aboard the USS Riverhawks. Now let's see if you can answer another question to become first mates of this fine ship. What does the term scuttle mean aboard a ship? What does the term scuttle mean aboard a ship? To raise the anchor? To sink a vessel deliberately? Turn into the wind? Or signal another ship? The word scuttle. We could take out one if you'd like.
No, let him.
What does the term scuttle mean aboard the ship?
Right now, I can see the brains turn.
Raise the anchor. Sink a vessel deliberately.
Second option.
Turn into the ship wind or signal another ship.
The second option.
B. Sink the vessel deliberately. First mate, yar! Congratulations and welcome aboard the ship's registry forever.
Did you just lie? I feel it. No.
No, that's
go ahead.
it. That's what it means. Yes, I had to find my script there because I didn't have. Yes.
Oh, listen, he made me walk the plank my first time. Like,
She
he wouldn't
did.
spare you.
So
No, and he was super nervous. He was texting me and Ori about it. He goes, I feel really bad, doing a question against Cassidy. I don't know. I just can't do it. So he said, okay, I'm going to sit coach there so that way she didn't have to answer the question. We got to be nice to the coaches. Some of them we can, poke fun at. Oh. But anyway, so there you go.
yep, there we go. That was walk the plank with the captain. Arr.
It's taking on a whole new element.
Tis
Well-
fun. So on a side note, actually, somebody had wanted a commercial on Lakes Country, and they wanted it done in the captain voice. So I actually did a commercial on the radio with the captain. Arr.
I
So
think that's getting
getting
legs to do
Yes,
this.
it's definitely getting some legs. So
Well, let's get back to just a couple questions before we wrap up today's show. But, you've talked about the camaraderie that you guys have spent a lot of time together and all this kind of stuff. What's been some of the most fun things you guys have done in the off season and over winter break as a group, non-softball related?
I know that most of the team went sledding during the little snowstorm that we had. I did not go because I was too scared that I would end up hurting myself. But I saw all the videos and the pictures, and it did look really fun. They did like a little train all the way down the hill where they were all like in front of each other, connected. Yeah.
Nice.
And so I feel like just things like that we do outside softball as a team build the culture and the chemistry that we have together. It just like flows.
Right.
I will say, off the sledding, it got to the point where we were packing our sledding clothes to go to practice so that we could go straight sledding after practice because it was just a lot of fun. I think we went 4 or 5 days, and we would go mornings and nights. We do things like, what else did we do?
One of my favorites was the pumpkin painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have done a few things at Coach B's house. They've hosted us for Thanksgiving and Christmas and just different things for our team. And we had a dance battle around Christmas time.
Nice.
And that was a lot of fun. To see the different teams come up with different dances and the ways different people thought to go about dancing. It was really funny. And then we had a gingerbread competition, Dirty Santa, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, all those things that she mentioned, especially the pumpkin painting, just because I feel like that was one of the first things we did as a entire team without the coaches there. And so we were kind of just able to get to really know each other on a deeper level. And, we all sat there in the locker room and we'd go around and ask people different questions. And so we got to hear about everybody's family and whatever the case may be.
We do team Bible studies too. One of the girls on our team, from her church, they donated Bible study books for all of us, and so we all get to read through that together, and that's really cool and growing together in that way too.
Good base.
yeah, pretty cool. So I'm going to ask you too, Emily and Ashlynn, your first year here in Tahlequah. So just tell me something that had y'all been here before? Did you really what's something you really you've enjoyed about it so far since you've been here?
You can go first. Oh. Go ahead.
I've came through here a couple times for camps and things like that. But I think one of my favorite things is being so close to the lake and the river, or not far from both of them. And I don't know, we haven't got to go there that much, but I work on the lake, and so that's fun. Also, I like the downtown here. Like, I went to NEO where the downtown was really small. There wasn't much to do. But there's a lot more things to do here. And it's just, like, a very, very big family town from what I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had been to Tahlequah, like, I think maybe once before I came here. After coming here, I really like NSU. There's a lot of culture here. And like she's saying, like, there's a lot of family. And I think I really like that aspect more than anything. Like, there's not really anything that just, like, stands out that I just love to do here. It's really just the people and just what we do together, I guess you would say. So, yeah.
Yeah.
People is all I would say.
And then, Korynn, on your end, you've been here a few years, but you're working in with a lot of new teammates this year. So kind of tell us what that's been like.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Bo about this today. I've been here just as long as Bo has, and I've been here the longest on the softball team so far. I mean, I transferred, technically, came back, but I just transferring made me realize like how good Tahlequah is and the community that Tahlequah brings. And then all the new girls on the team, I've had so many teammates, like girls that were older than me that have graduated, and then girls that have come in and transferred or whatever. And this is like, Emily was talking earlier how she's comfortable, and this is the most comfortable I've been on a softball team, and like this is the most that I've enjoyed softball and being around people. Obviously, we're a bunch of girls, and so after being around each other for 6 hours throughout the day, it's like, okay, you know, I need a break. But with these girls, like, it's just, we're just all a family. Like, we're all Cassidy and Sean's daughters, you know, and they take us in and they take care of us. And it's a lot more than just softball. You know, it's a family.
Well, from an observation standpoint, I know you work here at the grill, and it's a complete change. It's a 180 from when we first met you,
Yeah.
you know, last year and whatnot. So, yeah, it's fun. It's good stuff. It's just the vibe of the town and the people makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
I mean, living in a big city has its perks, of course, but I don't know. You couldn't get me to move back at all.
Gas is too expensive.
I mean, 10 minutes away from a river, and then what, 30 minutes or so from the lake?
Yeah, 20 from the lake. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like whatever. I'm
It's
in.
like, what do you want to do? Which one?
What about you, Coach Bowen, since you've been here? You know, what are some things you've enjoyed about Tahlequah?
Man, we came from Houston, Texas, so the pace of life here has been really nice for us. You definitely feel like you're caught in, you know, the rat race in a city like Houston. Like, you know, you could spend an hour in the car trying to go 15 miles on any given day. And like one of the things that Sean and I talk about often is like, we're like home to field in 8 minutes. Like, how awesome is that? Like, we gain so much of our day back to spend with each other, our kids, our girls. Like, it's just, that's been, you know, a really big advantage for us being here. And then, man, like, it really is such a special community. Like, everybody here loves NSU. Everybody is super supportive of the softball program, the hard changes that we're trying to drive. It's been really great. And just to speak to our girls, like, we have never coached a group of girls that have such high character, and I believe that they enjoy spending time with each other because they have such high character, and they're genuine kids that care about each other and care about taking care of each other and taking care of the program, and it's just really special.
That's good to hear. It's the results from you coming to the community has been positive from what I've heard around town. Excited about, you know, obviously the what you've implemented in with the players and their attitude, which reflects in the community.
And your leadership too. I mean, it goes both ways.
As Sean had mentioned, I mean, Korynn's attitude kind of went at 180. So, you know, it's like, I know that.
Not that she was saying we were saying you were bad or mean, but it was just very
So there's purpose now.
Cold, or just it was just.
There's purpose now.
Quiet, you know.
I think there's purpose now.
More approachable now.
More heart in the program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good stuff.
Yeah. Any kind of thing y'all want to say before we get off here? You want to say hi to anybody?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
We're good? Nobody talk to me.
Listen, I brought the 3 girls that are all business.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're totally business. So that's fine. That's
good.
fine.
Yeah, I really enjoyed having you on.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. Thank you for coming. This is fun.
Yeah. Looking
I
forward.
can't wait. Oh, we're still on. It's going to have to warm up, though. We are still on for coming out to the ballpark.
Yes.
And I'm going to shag balls in the outfield.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're supposed to see that.
Wait till
Yes.
you can do it on our new field.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's, yeah. I got,
First week of March.
okay. Sounds good to me.
I'll take in one swing, maybe three.
I'm not
Are
trying.
you
No.
hitting off of Korynn?
She's got
That was the original plan, but I don't.
She's got to throw the opposite hand, maybe. Can you do
That's
that?
probably going to be more dangerous.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, I might step in the box and do just
I would
fun.
love to step
If they give me an underhand, fine. But
She's looking. I can see her. She's like,
no, you're gonna come. No, I'd rather be in the outfield. I'll get my cleats out and my glove, and I'll be good. So, all right,
Sounds fun.
Captain.
Yes, sir.
Another good episode.
Absolutely. Enjoy Vegas next week.
That's right. The SportsNest will be off next week.
Yes.
Can't wait. All right. Well, this has been episode 606, the River Rock SportsNest podcast, brought to you by the NSU Foundation. We'll see you next time.